Your cat is staring at you right now, and I promise you, she is not seeing what you think she's seeing. That vivid, colorful living room? To her, it's washed out and kind of dull. But flip the lights off, and suddenly she can see things you'd need a flashlight to find. Cats don't see a worse version of our world, they see a completely different one, built for hunting in the dark. Let's get into how it actually works. Cats are dichromats. They only have 2 types of color detecting cones in their eyes, compared to our 3. That means their color world is mostly blues and yellow-greens, reds, oranges, and pinks. Those get muddied down into grays and murky greens. So that bright red laser pointer you're dangling, your cat isn't chasing it because it's red. She's chasing it because it moves. The color barely registers. This isn't cats being colorblind in the way people usually mean it. They're not seeing in black and white. It's more like they're living in a slightly faded, cooler toned version of our world, where warm colors just don't pop the way they do for us. Here's where cats absolutely destroy us. Low light. A cat can see in roughly 1/6 the light a human need to make out the same scene. Walk into a dim room and you're fumbling for a light switch. Your cat's already spotted the toy under the couch. 2 big reasons. First, cat eyes have way more rod cells than ours. The photoreceptors responsible for detecting light and motion in dim conditions at the cost of fine detail and color. Second, and this is the one people find wild, cats have a structure called the tapetum lucidum, a mirror-like layer behind the retina. Any light that makes it through the eye without being absorbed gets bounced back through the retina a second time, giving the photoreceptors a second shot at catching it. It's basically a built-in light amplifier. It's also why cat eyes glow eerily in photos and flashlights. You're literally seeing that reflective layer bounce light back at you. The trade-off? Bouncing light back scatters it a little, which softens fine detail. Cats trade sharpness for sensitivity. A fair deal when you evolve to hunt at dawn, dusk, and night. Cats are built to catch movement, not to admire detail. Their eyes are tuned to pick up on the tiniest flicker of motion, a mouse twitching in tall grass, a bird shifting on a branch, from surprising distances. But hold something perfectly still in front of a cat's face, and she might genuinely struggle to tell what it is. This is why cats sniff still objects before they investigate them. Their eyes just aren't giving them much to work with when nothing's moving. It also explains a very specific cat behavior: dangle a toy and jiggle it constantly, and your cat is locked in. Stop moving it, and suddenly she loses interest. Not because she's bored, but because to her hunting-wired brain, still often means not prey. Cats also see wider than we do, around 200 degrees of field of view compared to our roughly 180. That extra edge of vision awareness helps them catch movement approaching from the side before it's even fully in view. Useful whether you're a predator ambushing prey or a smaller animal watching for threats. The trade-off is depth and detail up close, especially directly in front of the nose, which is where the next sense takes over completely. Whiskers aren't just decoration. They're a precision sensory tool. Each one is rooted deep in a follicle packed with nerve endings, letting a cat detect the tiniest shifts in air currents and the position of nearby objects, even in total darkness. That's how a cat can walk through a pitch-black room without smacking into furniture, or judge whether a gap is wide enough to fit through without ever looking. Whiskers essentially let cats see the space immediately around their face and body, filling in exactly the blind spot their eyes struggle with up close. So next time your cat's staring blankly at a boring toy, but loses her mind the second it twitches, now you know why. She's not seeing color the way you do. She's not seeing detail the way you do. She's seeing a world built entirely around catching movement in the dark. If you liked seeing the world through cat eyes, check out how dogs and bees see it too. Link's right there. See you in the next one.